All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Akeem Hunt now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. Hot! Detroit, Detroit! Hot!
They'll drop the throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Evans, 60 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now Hunt on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Lauletta on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Check. Watch
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out come the Bills. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Led on first down. Got an open man. It's Ratley. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Here's Lawletta now on second. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
A shotgun snap to Lawletta. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 4th down, Lawletta. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Bell on the dump off. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now, Barney!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Coming off play action, Loletta. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit!
Loletta from the 50. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
After the run, Lauletta now going to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A give to Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gone!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3-19! 3-19! Hot!
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a first down carry by Bell. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Bell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now in Pittsburgh.
Now, Barney!
The give is to Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Bell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. But on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Abdullah. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Amir Abdullah taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now Hunt on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Right here.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now here's Lauletta. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad.
Right,
this is 3rd and 11.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
We got 3.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Boswell's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now Hunt on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, right, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
It's long let off, play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play here for the Bills. And even 60 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Lalletta, he'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.